Alright, I'm Red Beard the Hippy here with Crack Mountain, who just got done performing at the KZUM Benefit Show. Let's see, what style of music would you guys say that you play?
Dead Raccoon Spit Metal.
Probably like
Oppressive opossum punk rock.
that's pretty good
Punk
too.
Mohawk bear metal.
Punk Mohawk bear metal.
Yeah.
I stick to the Dead Raccoon Spit Metal just because that's
pretty good.
We like hearing everyone's own different opinions on what we sound like. We did a show in Omaha not too long ago. We were supposed to be outside and basically got rained on the whole fucking time. And we were labeled as Lincoln's trailer trash metal band. And it's honestly, we've heard that kind of before.
Yeah, it's trashy metal.
Yeah, it is.
We did a show at the Sydney one time in Omaha, and this guy walks up. He's really friendly. He's like, "I hope you don't take offense to this, but you guys sound like new age trailer park metal, or new white trash metal."
Yeah, there it was.
I think that's because it must mean like our drumming sounds like trash cans. 'Cause that's what I'm
gonna say like more along the lines of like a hint of Nordic metal, but
Perhaps. I mean, it's
I mean,
very.
there's-
Yeah, like the Nordic tattoos.
There's a lot of
and shit.
influences in there. Like, we like to present ourselves as idiots on stage. We like everyone to have a good time, but we take our music, the music itself is very fucking serious. And everything that I write for us is mostly inspired by shit I read or shit that I see on National Geographic.
There's some very deep
Geographic
songs
metal.
that we play, like The Summit and Snake Bite to Sleep. It's a pretty serious song.
there's
too,
also
but
the King.
Long Live the King.
Yeah,
Long
Long Live the King.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, serious
dedicated to Cameron Rubel. Like our stuff is serious, but we try to not present it so serious.
Well, you guys are having fun where it
Yeah.
throws people off where they're like, that's very technical. How are these guys a bunch of morons?
Hashtag Crack Mountain sucks.
Keep it light, keep it simple. People laugh, they might come back. Who knows?
I come back because I enjoy the music. I mean, I think this is the third time that I've seen you guys, because there was the one with Love Like War and Siphon here,
That was a fun
and then
one.
ran up during the Lincoln Emergence, or Exposed, and saw you guys at the Zoo Bar, which was fucking hilarious, because everybody's sitting down and you guys are playing, which...
Zubar crowd is always a little...
it's mixed.
yeah,
It's hard.
how they
Well, I
receive
mean,
us.
you gotta look at the gig. It was Lincoln Calling or Lincoln Exposed. You're playing at the Zoo Bar, and most gigs there, like bluesy or jazzy or that type of thing.
Especially if you look at all, like, the walls in there is very...
And then we come up there and just fucking trash set. No one knew what to expect. A lot of people, like, after a few songs, they came up for like, yeah, this is really cool. And we're like, oh, we gave out so many stickers that night. And
I still got the piece of the piano.
Yeah.
I'm running around with that on my bag.
The keychain.
we still have some in my trunk, so I think I'm gonna make some more for our next gig.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah,
got that brand, man.
those pianos are from a music video, man. Those piano pieces.
Is
Check that out.
Dude, oh shit, which one is that?
This is for our song, "The Summit."
That's right. Which I have not watched yet because I'm planning on doing a reaction video for it. So knowing that these are,
It's a good one.
It's one of those where it's easier to do a blind reaction if you don't watch it versus it takes away from being authentic with what you do.
Sure. Lord of the Stags is also, that one took us a while to get done and out. So that's a fun video as
Because
well.
Brandon Dunaway, our videographer and our music
He's great.
creator, he wanted to try all these like green screen shit, and so like he had us come into his garage, and he's had this giant wall of green screen. He's like, okay, I want you guys to do this stuff. And, like, we had all these props with us, and we were just
Costumes,
acting like
shit,
total
yeah.
fools, and then he mixed it in with some actual gig footage, and it came out really well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brandon's a fucking magician with fucking crazy ass shit that I don't fucking understand. But
Computer stuff.
computer fucking shit. But like he turned into something. I think it's special. I don't know.
I've never done
I
a
think
music
it's
video
fucking-
before.
Dude, it was fucking cool as hell, man. Yeah.
Especially when you see it's like, dude, we're standing in front of a green screen, and then you watch the video and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And he took
Yeah.
live footage from way back
1867.
1867.
There's even like some stock footage of this guy actually like butchering up a deer. We didn't do that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So,
Well, not on video.
Well, no, but he found it online and he was able to mix it in. It was really neat.
Yeah.
He's gonna do our next one for us because Rob here wants to cut a tree down on my property because he thinks it looks like fun. So we're gonna do that for our next release in July. We're doing a couple new songs like Loki's Cabbage and the Log Museum, and then we're gonna take some of our older recordings we did when we weren't quite sure what we were doing, and we're gonna redo those and put them out in a better format.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Because since we record all of our own shit and we have no schooling on how to do any of that.
So you do the same thing I do, a whole lot of trial by error and like, how does this work?
And some of it worked out well, some of it didn't. So we want to take the songs that we think we can do better and re-release them. I mean, fuck it, why not? We have the equipment, so we should. Max Cavalera is doing the same stuff.
Oh yeah, I saw he was doing that with all the old
Yep, like the very
Sepultura.
first two releases Sepultura ever did.
'Cause they're going on tour. What is it? Cavalera, I think is what they're calling it.
Yeah, the Cavalera Conspiracy.
No, this is just like Cavalera.
Oh,
they didn't
cool.
put because I think they've got a show like in August in Omaha, and his son's band in Insight is also on that bill.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go because I checked out Max Cavalera and his brother Igor when they came to the Grove when they were playing their albums Beneath the Remains and Arise back to back. I mean, they played for like 4 fucking hours.
I saw them in Kansas, and they were doing like, it was like snippets of songs where it was like Eye for an Eye, into Jump the Fuck Up, into Bleed, but it was only like 30, 45 seconds of the song, and it was going right into the next. So they'd play for like 5 minutes worth of music, and then they'd take a moment break, and then they'd go right back in. So, I mean, he's got such a huge
Discography.
yeah.
They did great. I mean, I was just blown away at how well
Insight
they did.
also puts on a hell of a show too. Those guys are a bunch of fun to watch. Because I saw him in 1867, and they're jumping all over the place and just
Nice. Viscerous played that show, didn't they?
yeah. It was Insight, Viscerous, Evil Shadow, and Siphon.
Nice.
So yeah, I came up for that one. That one was definitely a worthwhile show.
I wish I would have gone to that
Well,
one.
and I noticed like here in Lincoln and Omaha has a really good scene for the music, just with different styles of bands where you can hop on different shows.
Yeah, and we love playing with anyone that we can. Like we played this gig at the Dark Room not too long ago. These young punk rockers, they wanted to put on a gig and they talked to us about it. We're like, yeah, fuck it, why not? We're in this tiny little room and it's packed to the brim, and I got hit in the face with a microphone, and Tucker got a piece of the fucking ceiling.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah! It's on a shelf.
They're
in the
a
house and whatnot.
rough
Yeah.
crowd. I mean, they were beating the shit out of
Bunch
each
of
other.
sweaty fucking teens beating the shit out of each other, man.
And out of the 7 urinals and toilets that were there, one worked.
Only one.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Definitely a concert venue where it's like out of order, out of order, out of order. That one's got a turd in it.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, shit's in a urinal.
We might be playing there again soon, by the way.
That'd
I'm
be
just
fun,
waiting
yeah.
on a
Now
response.
you guys are gonna shit in the urinal just to prove a
I
point.
don't know who runs the dark room, but
Mumsy runs it now. Mumsy and Andrew.
Okay, they ran it to get us.
No, Andrew and his friends were running it. That's how we got in. Now Mumsy and Andrew are running it. They both really like what we do, so we'll get back in there.
They do pretty good, man. Like they advertise it for the youths of the nation, basically, and they're all pretty good kids that go to it. They got a good place to go. Fucking listen to fucking.
Well, and anymore,
and
there's
metal
like
and
no
shit.
all-age venues.
Yeah,
Everything's at a bar, and it's 18 or 21
Yeah, no,
or older.
It's hard to appeal to a younger crowd that might appreciate what we do because of that reason. So we like doing that, and we're hopefully going to go back again
Well,
soon.
and like some of the festivals are like the outdoor places, like that Here on the Green or whatever, or things like that, where
Dream
you
on
can
the Green,
get,
that's a fun place.
where you can get different people out and draw in a different audience, which I know for being around long enough that just seeing no all age venues and like having a kid who's into the harder music who's like, Dad, can I go?
Sorry,
Dude, I'm
bud.
working on
Yeah.
trying to find a 21 and under venue for you. I mean, there's one in Kearney called the Retrograde.
There's this really cool place in Omaha we played at recently that's an all ages venue. What was it called again? Project?
Project, yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that got rained out. But when the rain finally stopped, there were these kids, and they were like moshing and shit. And they're like, "Okay, what should we do next? A song about a deer or this one?" The kids were like, "They made a song about a deer." And we did. It was great.
Project, man. It's like middle of a neighborhood, art museum next to it. Man.
Yeah, it was wild. There was
Yeah.
an art exhibition place. There was a place where you can get plants and bones.
Yeah.
And then there was the actual music venue, which was practically in an alley like this. It was just a little alcove where you could sit in there and play music. And we were lucky we didn't get electrocuted because it was raining so much the water was starting to build
Water
up.
all over.
And so like I had
Putting 'em on
my
cylinders,
amp on
brakes.
2 cinder blocks and all my pedals were on top of my guitar case. So I basically just turned them on and turned around.
That was a good one.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate your guys' time.
Oh, thanks
Yeah.
for having this interview
Thanks
with
for
us.
coming out.
We appreciate you coming to our shows. It's nice to keep seeing recurring faces. It means we're actually doing something and not just pulling our own fucking chain.
Oh yeah, and
So-
like also being able to put out content for you guys where it's a different thing. We're tagging you guys in it obviously to try to bring more people. It's kind of because nobody covers underground music
Yeah,
or
that's true.
like
It's
the non.
making fucking-
Yeah.
Oh no, we'll never make a real living out of this, but we're just
Well,
having
like-
fun while
Yeah.
we can.
But you
Lincoln's
know,
underground scene's fucking it's
get-
sketchy as fuck.
get a couple new people out, or somebody to
Yeah.
come check you guys out. It's
That'd
like,
be
all right,
cool.
I'm taking
Yeah.
that as a win, or
Yeah, absolutely.
it's and like I enjoy coming out to shows and seeing bands that I've seen before where it's like, okay, how are you see a band enough where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, how are you guys going to top what you were doing before? I've got this footage. This is what I expect of you guys.
Oh man. Well, we got to bring it fucking hard.
Well, that's why
next
we're always
time,
trying to come up with
Yeah.
new material because, as I said before, we record our own stuff and we put it out. And when we put out our older stuff, we want to put out newer stuff with it. And sometimes the newer stuff hooks people. Like you said, you liked our new song "Loki's Cabin,"
Yeah.
which is not about smoking weed.
We're anti-drugs in
No.
Crack Mountain. Be prepared for our new album coming out soon called Cocaine Tiger.
It'll be on.
Which is against drugs and
Very,
animal test or drugs being tested on animals.
Yeah.
That's what you guys are against.
Yeah, we don't like tigers on cocaine.
Humans on cocaine's a different story, but tigers is a definite no. PETA will be
Bringing
your
awareness
guys'
to the problem.
Scary prospect right there, actually.
and just a cocaine bear in itself is
And our album artwork is being designed by Logan Fulcher. He's a great artist. He has been living in Japan for fucking years. I think he's back in the States with his wife now. But he's getting that prepared for us. It looks great, and hopefully we'll have that out by July for everyone to enjoy for free, because we put all our shit out for free.
Oh yeah.
get more people attached to it. It
Yeah.
draws people out to the shows and they get to have a good time.
Oh yeah. That's the intention.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's the plan. We'll see what we can
We
do.
want people to have a good time, man. We want
That's the
people to
point.
come
We
out
don't want
and have a
anyone to
good
come
time.
away
Yeah.
from our shows and be like, man, that sucked. We make fun of ourselves. We don't want people to actually have a bad time while
Yeah.
we're up there.
No.
Because then they'll get a drumstick thrown at them unless they're in a cage. Then it'll bounce back and hit you, and then
That'd still be pretty funny as long as you're recording.
yeah, I was about to say, as long as it's being recorded,
Get it on film.
it's worth it. Like, hey, watch this!
Got it.
Bang! All right, well, I appreciate it, guys.
Hell yeah, man.
Thanks
Thank
again.
you.
This was great.